Anybody can say hello. Anybody can smile. But the real question is, what happens after hello? Because that moment is where most sales die. Hi guys, how's it? My name is Juice and welcome to episode 3 of Getting Started with Sales. And guys, today I'm so excited about today's episode because there's a lot that I want to be teaching you. So borrow me a couple of minutes of your time and let's break it down. So let's get started, right? Because there's a lot that I have to unfold for you. So I have my script ready and I'm ready for your questions. Guys, remember, like, share, subscribe and leave comments, and I'm open for all your questions, right? So guys, remember in episode 1 we spoke about what a sale is, right? We broke down what is a sale, what really makes a sale. And then in episode 2 we spoke about the C principle, which is the smile, eye contact and energy, excitement, right? That's how you open the door. But today we want to talk about what happens after you open the door. What happens after you say hello? Because most people make a mistake, right? Most salespeople make the mistake right here. They say, "Hi, I'm selling toothpaste. Hi, I'm selling sunglasses. Hi, I'm selling insurance. Hi, would you like insurance?" Right? And immediately, client or the customer thinks, "No, not today," right? "I'll be back." Immediately, that's what you're gonna hear. "No, I'll be back. I'm busy. 10 minutes, let me just do this, let me do that, I'll think about it," right? Because why? It's not that the product that you sold is not interesting, or it's not that it's not nice. It's just about how you came about it, right? After you said hello, right, and you got them with that energy and you got them with that excitement and that curiosity, they've stopped, they've given you their time. They're like, "I'm selling toothpaste." You just kill it immediately. So let's break down how to get rid of that. Right? So most people lose the sale because they pitch the product too early. Not because the product is boring, because you pitch the product too early. After hello, you don't sell to the customer, you hook the customer. A hook is something that makes the customer curious, something that makes them think like, what is he talking about? Right? So, quick example. I'm going to show you the wrong way of doing it, and then I'm going to show you the right way of doing it, right? So quick example. I'm going to be a salesman, quick. This is the wrong way. "Hi, how are you? My name is Juice and I'm selling insurance. Would you like insurance?" Automatically your brain switches off. You are not interested. Not that I did it wrong. I smiled, yes, right? Remember I told you guys, smile and everything. Yes, you smiled and you got them, right? They're curious as to why you're smiling when they're coming up, right? They stopped, they've given you their time, but you killed it. You pitched the product too early. So now the right way for you to do it is, "Hi, how are you? My name is Juice," right? And then I'm speaking to, and this person tells you their name, right? And you say, "Wow," right? "I noticed that you have such a beautiful smile. I just want to ask, do you practice this every day?" The client will probably be like, "No, man. Why not? You full of jokes," right? Most people will do that. But guess what? It's the compliment that actually counts. You hook them because now that you spoke about their smile, they want to understand what's going to happen after you speak about the smile, right? So now that's where the conversation starts. So there's a rule in sales, and this is the rule of the sale. The person asking questions controls the sale, right? So if the person that you're talking to asks you too many questions, they're going to control the sale. But if you are able to control the sale from the get-go, right, before they even say, "What do you want?" you already ask them, "Who am I speaking to?" You told them your name and "who am I speaking to?" and you get the name with the smile, and now you tell them how beautiful their smile is. They want to know, okay, sharp, now you're complimenting my smile. You ask them, "Do you practice every day?" No. Now guess what? This is where I'm going to go break it down, right? So remember I said the person who asked the questions is controlling the conversation. So now you'd be like, "Hi, my name is Juice and who am I speaking to?" "Oh, wow, wonderful. That's such a beautiful name. I noticed that you have such beautiful, bright teeth, or I noticed that you have such beautiful, you have such a beautiful smile. Have you ever used a toothpaste that removes stains in days? Like in just a couple of days, like a week tops. Now, this person thinks and be like, yeah, most people, and obviously that's if they want to get away from you, and you need to learn how to read the energy of a person. But we're gonna break down that in episode 4, right? Breaking down the energy, how to read people. So now you have started the conversation. Have you ever used, right, a toothpaste that removes stains on your teeth in a week? And they'll be like, yeah, I once tried Sensodyne, or I once tried this, or I once tried that. Or they'll be like, whatever. And you'll be like, okay, actually, I've got this toothpaste, and I noticed that, it could help you with your smile. It can actually complement your teeth, making them whiter. It's going to help because I see you've got such a beautiful smile, man. Are you a model? They're like, no. And they give you that smile again. Bam, you take out your product. Now you show them your product. So this is my toothpaste, right? So this is the toothpaste that I use. By the way, I use Forever Living Forever Bright Tooth Gel. This is the tooth gel that I use. So right now you take out your product and then you start talking to them, right, about your product. So now, remember, this is what you want to do now when you're talking to your client, because you want to sell to your client. What happens after hello? You want to start to paint the picture. You want to point to a picture that the client is going to understand. So now you didn't start with the product, you started it with the conversation. So now that you started with the conversation, you get to the product and you paint the picture about what? The product that you're selling. Sorry guys, you can't be able to see it clearly. I have to just turn it around and do that because it's currently with an LED light. Woo, guys, see the things that we have to go through to get information and make it accessible for you guys. So remember guys, you start with the right questions, you start with the right energy, and you start with the right question. So I want you guys to remember this. After hello, don't pitch. Wait, relax, don't kill me, don't panic, don't pitch, right? Hook, ask questions, control the conversation, get this person, build them onto the buying line. There's something called impulse factors. Remember how I spoke about how we're gonna go down and break down how to read the energy of a client? Next week on episode 4, we're gonna talk about that and how to bring people onto the buying line using impulse factors. So we're gonna speak about impulse factors because most sales happen under impulse, but I'm not gonna teach you how to make people make impulsive decisions. No, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna teach you how to make people make impulsive decisions. I'm gonna teach you guys how to get sales in the right way. So remember, after you say hello, you don't pitch, you hook, and you ask the right questions, guys. You control the conversation. That's what you want to do. Remember guys, once you learn how to hook the customer, you stop chasing the sale. Sales start coming to you, right? Once you learn how to hook, you stop chasing and they come to you. Guys, this is a sales series and we're just getting started. Next week on episode 4, we break down how to read body language and how to use images to effectively bring people onto the buying line. Can't wait for next week.